80% of women on Hinge have their height limit set to 6 foot or above for men. That's less than 10 or 15% of men in the United States are above 6 foot. And height has zero predictive ability when it comes to looking at long-term relationship happiness. Imagine you saying to me, I only date girls who are a size 4.5 shoe. I'd be like, why?
This is anecdotal, but I feel as though girls hold more of an animus towards these dating apps. They say, look, if I'm gonna get on Hinge, I'm gonna get the best of the best. And if it doesn't work, no problems for me. I don't give a shit if I get 1 match, if I get 10 matches. I'm on this thing to not get f***ed over. If I'm gonna get someone, they better be tall, they better be good looking, they better be this, this, and this.
This my pussy, I can do what I want. I'm a big girl now. This my pussy, I can do what I want.
Did you know that by 2030, half of all women will be childless and stuck in the workforce? Do you know that most men these days are killing themselves with opioid addictions because they have no meaning or purpose in their lives? Do you have any idea how fucked Western culture is when all of these dark ideas blossom into the monstrosities that they're going to turn out at? Oh bro, just take the drugs, it's what we do these days, it's no big deal. Oh, in the name of justice, we will make every corporation diverse. Girl, just enjoy your 20s, you can settle down later. The sheer quantity of psychic pain, depression and suicide is going to be absolutely brutal. And you support that every time you say something pretty that has no severity to it, no reality, a beautiful lie.
Bring the action.
58 terabytes? Do you know how much 58 terabytes is? Bro, my PS4 Pro has 2 terabytes. With 2 terabytes, I have like 20 to 40 games that take years to make with graphics that make you think you're watching a movie. This man used 58 terabytes of... Bro, my eyes burn.
My husband wanted to watch me to sleep with another woman and I fell in love with her. My husband Mark and I have been married for almost 4 years now and we dated for over a year before that. I loved Mark. Initially, our life was pretty tame, nothing more than a few different positions and I was okay with that. During the pandemic lockdowns, Mark wanted to try new things and I was open to that idea. We ordered some toys and started watching P together to spice things up. One day, he put on a lesbian movie and I told him that I had a relationship with a woman in college. It wasn't very long but the was great. Mark got obsessed with lesbian stuff after that. He kept playing lesbian movies and kept asking for details about my lesbian relationship. Eventually he told me that he wanted to see me have with another woman. I was vehemently opposed because I couldn't enjoy until I knew the other person well. I told him that I didn't do one-night stands and that I had to get to know the other person. I think my husband was so obsessed with the idea that he agreed without thinking. Mark was okay with me being in a relationship with another woman as long as he got to see us have That was when I started losing respect for him. My gym trainer Sarah was a single lesbian, so I started talking to her. She was a great person and after a few weeks, I told her about the arrangement with my husband. She was skeptical at first but agreed as long as she got a few private nights with me. I told Mark about this and was hoping would put a stop to it, but he didn't. Things slowly spiraled out after that. I started spending a lot of time with Sarah. She was a great person and an excellent friend. She introduced me to her friend circle and it was great. Mark knew about all this but didn't seem to care as long as he got to see us having some nights. At one point, Sarah even warned Mark that he was losing me when she thought I was sleeping. This went on for months and recently, I realized that I didn't love Mark anymore. Sarah also started hinting that she wanted a full relationship with me and I think I love her. I definitely want to explore our relationship more. I'm getting things in order to file for a divorce. I hate that I have to do this but Mark pushed me away with his actions. I warned him that this might happen, but he was so obsessed with his voyeuristic tendencies that he didn't care. I loved Mark, and I'm so sad and angry with him as I write this.
I still get a little scared of something new, but I feel a little safer when I'm with you. Falling doesn't feel so bad when I know you're falling this way too.
Would you guys rather date a guy who's a virgin or a player?
A player.
Player. Probably player.
Player?
Yeah, player. Player.
Player.
I'm not dating dudes, so it's fine.
Why would you guys say that?
I feel like if I would date a guy, I'd want it to be a good experience. If it's a virgin, I feel like I'd have to teach him stuff. Not down for that.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like someone to know what they're doing before they see me.
Yeah, I feel like it's all about experience and just knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, we like a seasoned boy.
I was 13 when I lost my virginity. Fast forward 8 years, bitches still feeling me. Drop 6.
My mom sells her body. I found out my mom is a body seller when I was 13. I came home from school and found her in our living room with a man I didn't recognize. She was on her knees and he had his pants around his ankles. I asked her what she was doing and she told me she was working. I didn't really understand what that meant at the time, but I knew it wasn't something good. My mom continued to work as a body seller even after I found out about it. She would bring men home when I wasn't there or when I was sleeping. It wasn't until I was an adult that I realized how wrong it was for her to be doing this. But by then it was too late. My mom had already been arrested several times and had even been to jail for body selling related offenses. I love my mom, but her job has always been a source of of shame for me. It's something that I don't talk about with people because I'm afraid of what they might think or say, but it's a part of my life that I can't change no matter how much I try.
When you finna let me hold some. Do you love me, baby? I know you love me, baby.
What's your body count?
36, I think.
Okay, and are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
What's your body count?
Of guys or girls?
Either.
10, 13.
How does that feel?
Never thought about it till you asked me, like, it doesn't matter.
What's your body count?
I'm not answering that.
Thanks.
I still get a little scared of something new, but I feel a little safer when I'm with you. Falling doesn't feel so bad when I know you're falling this way too.
What's a respectable body count?
It's a good question. It really depends on like the person, you know. For me anyway, I think anywhere like 30 plus is a good number, just because at least then they have like, you know, good experience and they know what they're doing.
Do you rather like them have high body count but then they're experienced in the bedroom, let's say?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It just means like they know what they like, they know what they're into, and they're well able for it, you know.
Would you date a virgin at all?
Yeah, I probably would. Been there, done that though. Can be annoying, but you know, we all have to start.
My girlfriend is in love with fictional characters more than me. So this is all pretty recent, but my girlfriend has these obsessions over game charterers, etc. At first it'd start off as a little thing where she'd just being indulged or change her phone background or watch certain videos about them. But then one day we're getting intimate and instead of wanting me talking to her, she wanted me to act like her character. I do it thinking it's some little role play, a little uncomfortable, but I'll work through it. Next was her wanting me to do it while cuddling or just any moment. She tells me how they comfort her and make her feel safe. I tell her why can't she have me RN instead? And she tells me that she wants to sometimes, and if she just forgets about them it's like grieving over a real person. I explain how I really can't keep doing this and tell her it's uncomfortable, and she agrees. So cut about a weeks later she's crying and whatever, and when she calms down she says I just want fictional character. And it just made me feel fucking useless.
This my pussy, I can do what I want. I'm a big girl now. This my pussy, I can do what I want. I'm a big girl now.
She killed my cats. We were in lockdown in different states because of the pandemic. I went to visit as a surprise, and they were gone. She said she didn't want to be responsible for them, so she took them to the vet and had them put to sleep. Never said a word about it. Never said she couldn't watch them anymore. Never gave me the opportunity to pick them up. God, I feel so empty.
Let's talk about why I don't date men who like natural women. The first thing you need to know is if a man tells you that he likes natural women, that's a dog whistle. It's a Nazi dog whistle. I'm very intimately acquainted with this particular dog whistle because up until about a year and a half ago, I looked and acted like your very typical white girl. I didn't have very many tattoos, I didn't have very many piercings, and my ex at the time had convinced me to keep my hair color natural. And because I looked that way, I attracted a lot of men, toxic men, who were looking for their perfect little housewife. Today I was on TikTok, and I found a woman's account. This woman, very stereotypical white girl, not many tattoos, not many piercings, thin, skinny, beautiful dark hair, dark eyes. And if you know anything about Nazis and toxic men, they are really into plain white bitches. Not saying that this woman was plain, but she fit a mold. This woman had a mixed race baby with a black man. You see where this is going? All of her comments are filled with men explaining to her that she has annihilated and ruined her bloodline and her genetics because she had a baby with a black man. All of that to say, when you look a specific way as a white woman, when you behave a certain way as a white woman, whether you intend to or not, the way that you look and the way that you behave attract these dangerous kinds of men, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. But these men, they're looking for a specific woman. They want a perfect housewife type bitch. So the moment that I'm talking to a dude, and he says he likes natural women, or if he discourages me from getting a tattoo or coloring my hair, or wearing makeup, or getting another piercing, red flag, instantly. And it should be a red flag for you too.